Hi everyone, Max here. So I've been using the iPhone X for the past 5 days now, and this is all you need to know about the iPhone X. Alright, let's talk about the spec first. The screen, first of all, it's the biggest iPhone screen Apple ever made. Compared with the biggest screen in the previous generation, which is 5.5 inch from the Plus version, iPhone X this time around uses 5.8 inch display and it's OLED instead of LCD. So what I have here is iPhone 7 Plus versus iPhone X. The main differences between the screen is the OLED display on the iPhone X lights up each pixel by itself compared with the iPhone 7 uses the backlit to light up the screen. That means the iPhone X could provide darker black and brighter white and make that notch perfectly disappear with the black tone wallpaper on top. Speaking of the notch, this area packs all the front-facing camera, dot projector, speaker, fluid illuminator, and infrared camera in its tiny area. This enables the Face ID and portrait mode to be the top-notch feature of all. Let's talk about the side and bottom of the phone. This time around, iPhone X is no differences than any other previous iPhone. On the right hand side, you still have the power button. On the left hand side, you still have volume up and down button along with the mute button on the top. On the bottom, well, still lightning port and the speaker on the bottom. This time around, Apple did something different in the back. As you can see, it's a piece of glass in the back and it's easy to get shattered. That being said, the replacement fee of the back glass is not cheap as well. It's gonna cost you more than $500 in US, so I do recommend, if you are the person who constantly drop the phone, at least put the insurance or the shockproof case for your phone protection. Let's move on to the iPhone X gesture. The iPhone X gesture this time around is a little bit different than any other iPhone. To wake up the iPhone, you can either use Rise to wake up, click power button once, or just tap one time on the screen. With the wake up, iPhone then proceed with the Face ID to authenticate the person's face. Then swipe up to go into the home screen. Pull down from the right corner brings you the control center. Pull down from the left gives you the notification page. Don't press power button to activate Siri. Double click on power button to activate your Apple Pay. Click power and volume up once to do screenshot, power and volume down to turn off the iPhone. You guys got it? The battery life is not bad on iPhone X at all. Though it's not as long lasting as my iPhone 7 Plus, but Apple claims that this one has 2 hours more battery life than iPhone 7. From my daily use, this fulfilled me for the entire day task. By the time I get it charged at night, it's still 40% left on the battery side. The emoji everyone is talking about is fun to play. What? The portrait mode is better than ever, and the A11 Bionic chip is the most powerful chip that Apple has made, not just to run your iPhone faster, but also to enjoy some AR games in the same time. Alright, that is a quick rundown on the iPhone X specs and highlights. Let's move on to daily used weirdness. Typing experience is not as great if you're an iPhone Plus user. The screen ratio will just make the entire keyboard look even crowded, and there's a huge blank underneath of the phone itself. The gesture to go into the home screen is somehow too much effort. As you can see right here, I have unlocked my phone. You have to swipe all the way from the bottom to the top so you can get in. There's a big feature regarding the True Tone display that's issued onto the iPhone X, iPhone 8, and 8 Plus. However, I'm not a big fan of it. For the people who doesn't know about True Tone display, it basically tests the background lighting. For example, if you have a warmer light in your house, it's going to show on your screen right here to be a warmer color on the white instead of a cooler color on the light. And that is alright because Apple do understand not everyone likes the True Tone display. You can simply turn it off by going to settings. And another thing is, because of the ratio of the screen, a lot of app hasn't updated to this screen yet. Therefore, when you go into some of the apps, you will experience the top and bottom bezel. Basically, that reminds me with using the iPhone 5 in my first month of getting it. But the good thing is, all the points that I just mentioned can be either fixed by the firmware upgrade or even the app updates. So, I've been talking about a lot of weird things that's been half-baked. Let's talk about the good things. The major good things that you probably will notice immediately is the edge-to-edge display. It offers a bigger size of the screen at the same time with a smaller size of the body. So it's easy to hold in your hand, easy to operate, and it's pocket-friendly. Overall, I think it's a great hardware with partially finished software. With the firmware upgrade and app updates in the future, iPhone X will unleash its full potential and become a great device once again. Alright, that's it for the video. If you like the video, hit that like button. If you don't like the video, you know what to do. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, and I will answer it as soon as possible. Consider subscribing to my channel as there's more video to come. And also I have a Twitter account if you want to follow, if you're interested in my daily life. Sometimes I post some stuff on there, I think. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Max from Gear Sense. I'll see you next time. Ciao.